Your soul, and I barely really know your name. Betting rhythms and puzzling lies, a bunch of fools drown in shame. Every time you go, I want you around, singing, oh, 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 please don't go. Do you wanna be a friend of mine? Do you wanna be a friend of mine?
Amy Winehouse, a voice that defined an era. While many were saddened by her tragic death, one of the most personal, heartfelt tributes came from a somewhat unexpected source, Billie Joe Armstrong of Green Day. I just thought her music and her taste in music was so connected to old soul music and the original Motown and Otis Redding and Sam Cooke and things like that. And I think that was a major loss. In 2012, Armstrong penned Amy, a short ballad that appeared on Green Day's album Dos. The song was his tribute to Winehouse, who had passed away from alcohol poisoning the previous year at just 27 years old. On the surface, Amy seems like a straightforward tribute. Billie Joe mourning the loss of a fellow artist, someone whose talent he admired. But the song is much deeper. It's as much about Billie Joe as it is about Amy Winehouse. Both artists struggled with addiction, both lived chaotic, turbulent lives, and both channeled that chaos into their art. The question remains, is great art a blessing or a curse?
I was a big Amy Winehouse fan. There's something about that.
She was great.
Fucking phenomenal. There's something about that Rehab song, because she put that Rehab song out when everyone knew she was a mess.
Right.
And then she still, like, they try to make me go to rehab. I said no.
She made it sound happy.
No. Yeah. She's like, fuck it, I'm riding this thing right into the beach.
Right.
I'm not stopping for the rocks.
Right.
I'm hitting the throttle. We're going to see where this goes.
It was tragic, but it produced some phenomenal music, no doubt.
Yeah, there was something to it. There was like almost a fatalistic acceptance of her own fate or something.
Is art worth the pain and misery that it often accompanies? Billie Joe Armstrong has often wrestled with this same question. We see this struggle emerge during the American Idiot era with the song Gimme Novocaine, where he sings about wanting to escape. The lyrics of Amy are masterfully crafted. It's a short song clocking in at under 3 minutes, but the emotion behind it is palpable. The song structure and fingerpicking is reminiscent of Amy's guitar style and pose, which feels like a homage. I saw a video of her singing and playing guitar. I didn't realize how great a guitar player she was, and that inspired me to write that song, kind of sending my condolences. Amy, don't you go, I want you around. It's a plea, a desperate wish that somehow the universe won't take away another work of art. But that brings us back to the core question. Is great art a curse or a blessing? Could Amy have been the artist she was without the addiction? Could Billie Joe have written songs like Jesus of Suburbia or Wake Me Up When September Ends without his own battles? In Dilemma, a track from their new album, Billie Joe reflects on his sobriety. He eventually began drinking again, and Dilemma lays bare his conflicted feelings about that choice. It was one of those songs that was kind of easy to write because it was so personal to me. We've seen so many of our peers struggle with addiction and mental illness. This song is all about that pain.
Sober for 5 years, and then I thought that I could kind of go back and be like just a normal drinker again, or something like something. Right. And I think I was for a little bit, and then it just escalated, and it just got to a point where I was, physically and mentally just drained, and I just felt terrible. I got tired of feeling tired, as they say. This song was written while I was drinking, and it was it's a strange feeling. It's like one of the most honest songs I've ever written. There's nothing about it that is like there's no like metaphor or anything like that. It's just like one of the most honest songs I've ever written.
The legacy of Amy is one of loss. a beautiful, heartfelt tribute to a once-in-a-generation talent taken far too soon. But it also serves as a reminder of the darkness that often lurks behind the art we love. Would we have the same music, the same brilliance, if Amy Winehouse hadn't suffered so much? In the end, Amy is one of Green Day's most touching, most emotional songs. It's a quiet reflection on the price of greatness and the fragile line between artistic brilliance and personal destruction. Billie Joe's tribute ensures that her memory and her legacy will live on forever.
I guess, I write all my own stuff. Like everything, the music, the words, everything I play. It's important for me to, like I said, to write music that's of my time and to reflect people who are like myself, my age, and coming from where I'm coming from. So yeah, I'm not interested in old music. To me, jazz is not, a horn line. To me, jazz is carrying your freedom forward with music and pushing boundaries.